Hey YouTube, we're going to go ahead, we're going to do part 2 of the video for how to submit your cards to PSA. Make sure you've got everything you need. You're going to need a nice little box. Me personally, I like the small flat rate. You can get them anywhere, any USPS location. Also, since I'm doing this in person, I've got, yay, a manual submission form. Woo! I suggest doing it on the PDF form because it's much easier than having to fill this out in person. It sucks, but it'll do. Make sure you've got some bubble wrap or some sort of padding to put inside of your box. Some tape. The cards in which you would like to submit. Woo! And you need a marker so you can write on the outside any of the information. You can also print your shipping in any way you'd really like to do. Make sure you use a marker though on the outside because you have to state the kind of shipping. And on top of the shipping, you want to pick which type of submission you're doing because you've got premium, which is $500. You know, that's same day. That's absurd. Nobody's going to do that. Us here, we're going to be doing, it should be regular, but this is actually listed under the cool little Collectors Club thingy. It's a certificate. I get 6 free submissions for signing up. It's not a bad deal. Should have went for the 15, but too much work. I didn't have money at the time to get the 15, so not a big deal. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start. First thing we want to do is we're going to start filling out this crazy thing here. And I have a pencil here. Pencil seems to have left my ownership. Where did it go? Where? Oh, there it is. All right. We'll try this again now that I have a pencil. Okay? I'll go ahead and I'll go along with you who are curious about how to do the form. So just look at the form, fill it out. It's really basic. If you just follow each step, know what you're doing, look up your card's information first. Very simple. And like I've done on all my previous PSA cards, always make sure you have the card saver ones. Those are some of the approved cases by PSA. And I get little clear see-through cases on the inside so that you can protect them from anything outside of that. It's just extra protection. You want your cards to get there safely and to get a good grade. So, alright. We'll go ahead and start. Top part is customer's name. Customer number. I don't know my customer number offhand. That's retarded. What is my customer number? Maybe it's on here. Ah! Customer number is on that right there, see? Yeah, customer number. It's actually been almost 2 years since I submitted cards at PSA. Very depressing. But, you know, moving here to Japan, military, and my job, it's just very difficult sometimes to submit cards. Alright, so that's the very top part, customer name. I put my name, customer number. To the right, it says package information. Total number of orders included in this package, we're going to do just 1. Total number of collectibles included in this package, it's only 6 collectibles because there's only 6 cards for this submission. And return shipping address, I'm actually going to get this sent to a home address back in Florida, since shipping back overseas would be absurd. And once it's received in Florida, I can actually have friends and family forward it to me because they forward things for free. Very nice. Saves on shipping. Let's see. Fill out all that information there. Yeah, it sucks filling it out with your hand. So, the internet's better. PDFs and all that good stuff. Let's see. So that's the return shipping address. Once you filled that out, go to the actual lower part. Alright, so here we got quantity. So we'll go with the more easier cards that I'm familiar with. I'm still dying to get a PSA 10 Game Boy Promo Meowth. That's the one that actually came with the Pokemon trading card game. Got a couple of these in damn near mint condition, so I hope for the best. We're going to go ahead and we'll go with quantity 2. This says Sport. It's going to be Pokemon. Or, yeah, I'll just put Pokemon. And then it says Card Company. I'm used to everything being Wizards of the Coast. And yep, these are Wizards of the Coast. So, WOTC. Year of the card. There's a lot of numbers on here, so I'm just going to go with 1999. Can't go wrong when you pick one of the card numbers on there. And the card number is going to be 10 after that. And then it says card name. Just say, I like stating it is hollow to the far right, but, you know, we'll go with card name at that point. It's going to be Meowth. Put that in there. Current certificate number. That's not needed because you're not reviewing, reholdering, or crossovers. Because what you do there is you can take the other number from, let's say, something submitted to one of the other third-party graders. You'll put that number in there, and then they'll know, hey, this is the card that you're referencing. Minimum grade, same thing, crossover only. Variety, I put hollow. The example says traded. It's weird. I don't know what it means by traded. I even looked at the instructions, and I've always put hollow, or even for the base set Pokemon, you know, the original ones, I put base. So, no wrong answer. Declared value, they were super, super cheap. So I'll do $10. It's not that big a deal. But that will affect your shipping later on, so keep in mind. Because if you put something that's really low for a really expensive card, and your package is, you know, heaven forbid, lost somewhere, they will only give you back a certain portion of that card, that whole package. So you want to be honest. You'll have to pay extra shipping, but you want to get your cards back safely. That's what it's all about, okay? Alright, our Meowths are taken care of, so we'll set them over there. Next up, first edition basic champs. Woo! Already got some of these as 10s, which is pretty amazing. Actually, I think I got some right here. Let's see, where are you guys at? Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. See how beautiful that is? I can't see because of the camera angle, but I'm sure it's very beautiful. PSA 10. Those are a solid $500. They're fairly rare. And I got about 12 more of them things I want to submit. So let's hope this goes well. That could be some nice money, easily paid for my next 2 to 3 PSA submissions. So it's going to be quantity 2, Sport, Pokemon again. Card company is going to be Wizards again, WOTC. Card date, 1999. Card number 8. Machamp. No current cert, no minimum grade. They're going to be hollow. Card value, once again, it's like $10. I bought them pretty cheap. So those are good to go. And always keep them in order that you have them on your list, the way you pile them in there, because that makes it easier for them. They don't have so many issues having to sort your cards to figure out what in the world they are. Alright, so next up we have these 2 cards here, Dratini and an Umbreon. Should be pretty cool. I don't know what we'll get upgraded for. I don't even know if they have first edition cards for this stuff anymore. I just happen to be doing this for a buddy. So, we'll see if I get him addicted like I have been addicted. I will show you some of my cards and my first submission to PSA and how well that went for me. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we'll start with Dratini. Quantity 1. Pokemon. Card company is going to be Pokemon. They decided that Wizards was no longer worthy of taking care of their card needs. And the year for this is going to be 2013. Card number 81. Card name. Dratini. Make sure if it's like a Dark Dratini from like the Team Rocket set, or if it's any of those Gym Leader Challenges ones, make sure you have the full name to include Erica's Weeping Bell, stuff like that. Lieutenant Surge's Raichu, so that it matches the card name fully. Don't just put the Pokemon name. No cert number, no minimum grade, variety, hollow, value. Man, I'll put $3. It's a cheap card. Okay, I'll add that over here. Apologize if I sound terrible. Getting over a cold right now, still extremely stuffy, and the lighting is really horrible. It's trying to rain here. Alright, last card we got is Umbreon, so quantity 1. Pokemon, card company is again Pokemon. Year, this card is also 2013. Card number is 64. Alright, Umbreon. No cert, no grade, minimum, variety hollow, and value again $3. It's a very cheap shipment. I'm only doing these few cards because I have a large set of cards I'm going to set in. I'd say 100 plus. It's just a big pile of cards I prepared for PSA grading in the past, but have not done. So we're going to see how this goes. Let's see. Alright, so you got your top submission done. Go ahead and get your cards all together. Looking all pretty. Next thing you do, you're going to take this nice cardboard here. Boom, cardboard. Put it just like that. It's also good to use a rubber band to help keep it together. I don't have a rubber band, so I'm just going to use bubble wrap and some tape. Very simple. I win, they win, everyone wins. Give it a good couple of folds. And I mean, bubble wrap is so cheap, it's like $2 for this whole roll. So you've definitely got plenty. I didn't bring scissors, so hey, that's past me problems. We're just going to go ahead and rip this. Just like that. Sort of like that. Alright, that was horrible, but not a big deal. Alright, so you got that. Fold it. Keep it super safe. Really, really safe. You want it to be safe as possible, as little movement as possible, because in shipment your cards will move, and it's preferable that they move as little as possible. Alright, hold still now. Okay, just like that. Boom, boom, boom. Tape it up. Terrible tape job, but hey, I don't care. It's taped. It's now ready for PSA for that part. Okay? We're going to go ahead and we're going to move down to the bottom part of our paper. Card grading, very bottom. Number 1, type of submission. This is going to be a grading, so put a check in that block. Number 2, type of service. It says 1 service level per submission form. So if you have different levels of submissions, you want to do 1 premium, 10 express, 2 regular, you got to make sure you have 3 different forms, 1 form for each submission. Very self-explanatory. This one here, I have no idea what to put because it's a collector's club submission. So I'm just going to do nothing. I'm not going to select any of them because that's what I do. That's how I roll. Alright? If you normally would do regular, I don't know if you guys can see it at the bottom. Regular, right there, one finger. Boom, boom, boom. Regular. Alright? That's $17 a card. That's just absurd. Nobody ever should have to use it, and that's 10-day business turnaround, okay? If you join PSA, I highly suggest that you can use their bulk services. 10 card minimum, 30-day estimated turnaround, which estimated, they'll hold you to that. If it takes 45 days, they'll say it's estimated that it was 30, and it sucks that it takes longer, but that's the way PSA rolls, alright? 10 card minimum for their bulk turn-in, club members only, $10 a card, much better deal. 50 card minimum, 45 business days, $8 a card. 100 card minimum, 45 business days, $7 a card. If you have more than 100 cards, call PSA. They will give you a deal. They will give you a better deal. I've heard all the way up to $4 a card, but that was for 200 cards. So the better deal you can get, you know, the better. Alright, so grading fee calculation. Number of items, I have 6 items. It does not specify the service in which you'll get. It's complimentary submission. So it says grading fee calculation 6 times. For my thing, I'm going to do 0. Subtotal 0. Because there's no place to check for club submission. USPS shipping fee, okay? you're going to go ahead, for me, unfortunately, I have to pick, let's see. Bless you. You're welcome. I'm going to go ahead, unfortunately, I have to do an international postage, insurance, and handling, which just pisses me off. No, that's for return shipping. I'm sorry. We're going to do domestic postage, boom, and see chart on reverse. All right, look at the reverse page, and it'll tell you. Priority mail, $1 to $1,000 value, 1 to 8 items is $18. It's not terrible, but I mean, that's priority mail. Your cards are pretty safe, so we'll put 18 bucks. And that is what they'll charge to my credit card, which, you know, woohoo, I'm not going to show you. So we're going to put domestic postage, $18, because they're going to ship it back to States. Alternate return shipping, that doesn't even apply. Disregard, disregard, disregard. Discount voucher, if possible. It says if applicable. I'm just going to write in 6 free submissions. Because they don't have any price listed on the card, so I can't give them a price that doesn't exist. Shenanigans, right? I know. Alright, total charges is going to be $18. That's wonderful. All you got to do is just pay for return shipping. Not a bad deal. Alright. Next part I'm just going to do on my own. You're going to do method of payment. Pick whatever feels good for you. You can do check numbers. You can do money orders. Visa and MasterCard. They don't care about Discover or American Express. Neither do I. Even though I have a Discover card. Discover sucks. Alright. Visa. You're going to put in your cardholder's name. Please don't steal your parents' credit cards if you're a kid trying to do this. That's not cool. The only people that steal stuff are losers. Card number. Go ahead and put in the card number. Ooh, make sure you write small because I'm running out of space. Oh yeah, I ran out of space, but that's okay. I made it look good. And then I'll ask for the expiration date. Expires next year. Need to get a new one. Alright, so that's good. You'll throw in your cardholder's signature. And bottom little disclaimer. All fees must be paid in advance before PSA can process your order. Failure to include delivery or insurance fees will invalidate turnaround time guarantees. PSA reserves the right to correct submission form information to reflect current fees and appropriate shipping and handling fees. I have read and agreed, blah, 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 and accept that you filled it out fully. Authorized signature. Boom. Give it an authorized signature. Today's date is 19 April. Weird writing in civilian dates. Okay. Everything's filled out. I'll even be cool. Type of service. It's going to be voucher. 6 cards. Easy stuff. Once you got that filled out, everything else is copies for you. I guess. Let me see. Customer keep gold copy. Alright. Customer keeps gold copy. So I guess they keep everything else. Easy enough. So boom, boom, boom. I'll set that off at the top. Alright. I keep that copy and the blue. Well, it says I only keep the gold copy, so whatever. Customer keep gold copy. I will give them everything else. Just because you don't want to play that game with PSA. They will win and they will sit on your cards. And then you'll be sad. Nobody wants to be sad. Being sad sucks. Okay. Doesn't have the shipping info on the back of this. Let's see. Packages from PSA. There we go. Package to PSA. Woot! For USPS. They only accept USPS or FedEx. I highly suggest USPS. I don't like FedEx. They don't accept UPS. And who cares? It's all shipping stuff. So, we got our papers. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take our Collectors Club thingy, our voucher. I'm going to put that paper there. And I'm also going to wrap our cards around the paper. why not? It really doesn't matter what you do. This is just me, and this is only for demonstration purposes. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to package this thing up. So, I did not get my box ready, but that's easy. Get that box ready. Boom, boom, boom. That part's ready. And look at that. Easy. That box is ready. We're going to go ahead. We're going to wrap that around the paper, as stated previously. Hope the lighting is not too terrible. Like I said, it's going to storm. It sucks. Alright, we're going to wrap that thing in there just like that. Boom, boom, boom. I would fill out the customs form, but there's no need for you guys to do that since most of you will be in the United States. If you want to see how to fill out a custom form, find a custom form and fill it out. Very basic information. Alright, so we got everything we need in there. We got our cards, we've got our PSA submission form, we've got our voucher. Man, it's packaged up well. There is nothing else we can do with this except close this greasy pig up, alright? I highly suggest taping the box because I still don't trust these USPS boxes with the little sticky thing right there, where I just pulled that tape off of. Sometimes it doesn't stick. And being the asshole it is, it stuck the first time. Hate when that happens, but easy enough. Alright? Tape that thing up. You do not want that opening because your cards will be screwed. Okay, I generally tape a couple of times around the part where the seam is at. Really helps to keep it secure. Alright. Doesn't have to be perfect by any means. They don't care as long as it looks good enough. And I'm going to tape where I put these folds in on the sides just because I want it to be even more secure. I want my stuff to get there safe. I want it to get graded good. Who knows? Maybe I'll get a 10 out of this pile. Maybe I'll get 2. Maybe I'll get 4. Maybe all 6 will be graded 10s. Now you might be thinking, Mr. Chrono, that's bullshit. There's no way you'll get all 6 cards graded a 10. Well, you could be right. You could be wrong. You also could be right. Now the reason I like to be so optimistic is, well, who cares, you know? You could be a turd and be less optimistic. That's fine. More power to you. From this guy. I'll put my home address back in the States. Because that'll be the return address if something goes wrong. I had to think of my home address. It's been a few years. Alright, to PSA. Very simple. PSA. God, my handwriting is freaking terrible. Alright. Should have had my wife write. She's so much better. We're going to do P.O. Box 6180. P.O. Box 6180. 6180. Yep. Newport Beach, California. California, we're going to do CA. That's what I like to do. California, 92658. 92658. Very simple. Very, very simple. Once you've done that, let's look at it. Woo! Address, PSA. You say to write the days for the turnaround on there. You want to make sure you write it everywhere. 7-day. 7-day. Once again, you might be thinking, why are you doing that, man? That's crazy. 7-day. I sent in a whole bunch of cards once, and they said I did not write it on the package. Anywhere. I said, bull crap. I wrote it about 4 times on there, but 4 times is not enough. 7-day. 7-day? Oh, I'm going to sneak one up here. 7-day. Now that you've written 7-day on everything, boom! You're done. Your cards are now ready to go to PSA. they'll receive it in a few days. After it's received, they'll send you a little email saying, hey there, we've received your cards. Life is cool. We'll let you know when they're done being graded. Well, that's basically part 2 of the video. Part 3 will be receiving the package. I should have it back maybe in a month. We'll see what happens with that. But real quick, we're going to look over some of my cards. That here is the sweet PSA 8 Charizard, first edition base set, shadowless. Very, very nice. It's about $700. Very, very nice. This one, it's a damaged case, but it's still a good card. PSA 10 first edition base set, shadowless Alakazam. Okay, very good card. It's about $500. There's that base set 1. Again, it's a PSA 10 first edition shadowless Charizard. Machamp. Now, the holo is different. If you notice how the holo is maybe a little bit more lazy, you know, that's the base set holo, very lazy. But there is a base set Machamp like that. That actually has better holographics. That's the base set 2 Machamp. I actually have that right here. You can actually tell the difference between the two. That's awesome. I'm not sure if you can tell with the camera, but you should be able to tell the difference with the holo. That's base set 2, also PSA 10. But there's really no way to tell the difference except if you know the holo and how cards work. Okay? There's those 2 cards. PSA 10 first edition base set, Zapdos. Beautiful card. And a PSA 10 first edition base set, shadowless Magneton. Also a very nice card. Very, very nice. I've collected those slowly over the years. I got a few I submitted myself and got back 10s. It sucks. They're expensive, and luckily I bought them before they got super expensive, but they're still super expensive. And the reason I'm so optimistic about cards, see this right here? This is my very first submission to PSA. You're going to notice there, PSA 10 Charizard. Okay? That's my name's Charizard. I don't know what's next to it. I can't see. Then we have PSA 10 Sabrina. We have PSA 10 Brock's Ninetales. Giovanni's Nidoking. Rocket Mewtwo. Tensor Raichu. Giovanni's Machamp. Koga's Beedrill. Sabrina's Alakazam. Erica's Venusaur. Blaine. Rocket Zapdos. Every one of these almost in the exact same order. So you can tell I submitted these all at the same time. I got them all like this. That was a first-rate grading. Literally, I have never been so happy with a grade before. We're going to go ahead. We're going to flip the camera up. There we go. See? Look at that. We'll look at it. Oh, hold on. Let's actually take the camera out of its pretty case. All right, out of its pretty case. There we go. Let's see. Do a little focus. There we go. See? 188-3790, 188-3791, 188-3783. See, all a part of it. There's 81, 86, 82, 87, 80. Point made. Regardless, awesome. Great submission. We're going to go ahead at this point. I'm going to drop this off on Monday to the post office. I'll keep y'all posted as soon as it comes back to me. I'll receive an email with the gradings before it comes back. No, cool people don't look at that email. You wait patiently till you open that box and go, oh yeah, or oh man. Make sure you get some good cards. Stay cool. Submit some cards to PSA. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Subscribe, share some videos. If not, thanks for watching. All right, later.